Hi guys, I hope you're all okay. Today I'm doing an Ask Katy video. It's a little uncomfortable for me. This is the 9th time I've tried to record it this morning. Basically because I'm getting uncomfortable, I'm rambling and the video is too long. I think the reason why I'm uncomfortable is because it's on a topic that will divide people. People are going to be unhappy with the answers I give, which opens me up to a little bit of a backlash. I think the other reason why I'm uncomfortable with the video is because to be able to do it I need to share parts of myself which I don't know if I want to share, and the biggest part of it is that I'm worried because of this video people may come to conclusions and take actions, and it's a lot of responsibility on me for them to do that. Basically I was contacted by a girl called Zara. She's 14 and she lives here in the UK. She is currently a virgin. She has a group of friends that are sexually active and they are mocking her because of her virginity. And then she has another group of friends that are not sexually active and they call these girls over here slags. And she basically, if she has sex, she doesn't want to be called a slag. And there's a boy she likes who is sexually active, who doesn't have a girlfriend. She really wants to be his girlfriend, but he said he doesn't go out with virgins. As her two groups of friends are giving her different opinions, she has asked me for mine. And that's where we are. To kind of give you a little bit of backstory on me, which I think I kind of have to do to be able to answer this video. I am married. Have been for almost 5 years. I have been with my husband for 12 years. We most definitely had premarital sex. We're both Catholic. Obviously in the Catholic Church, or the Catholic view of things is you don't have sex before marriage, you don't use condoms or contraception, and sex is for making little Catholic babies. As I stated, we had sex before marriage. We both had sexual partners before each other. Do I have guilt over that? I have Catholic guilt over a lot of things, and not just sexual things. So I just think it's part of Catholic life to have a bit of guilt in there, and I deal with that completely separately. It didn't stop me from doing what I did. According to Google, for a person my age, I have had less sexual partners than average. The reason behind that, I believe, is I've been with my husband for 12 years and my relationships prior to my husband were all long term, so that's kind of why I think I have less than the average number of partners. Do I regret sex before marriage? No. Easy answer, no. Do I regret having sex before meeting my partner? Slightly. The reason for that is nothing to do with ethics or moral, just because not all sex is good sex, and I'm trying not to be a bitch. I'm friends with all but one of my ex-partners, all but one, and that's just the kind of person I am. The reason I kind of do wish I waited for John is basically he's the best sexual partner I've ever had, and I don't necessarily think that's anything to do with us being married. It is mostly because of the time we've been together. So we've been together 12 years and we know I'm getting uncomfortable because I can't make eye contact with the camera. Basically we know exactly what to do to get the other off. So we both enjoy each other and we both enjoy sex. It's also, we're in a place in our lives where we are comfortable to suggest new things. So if one wants to try something a little bit kinky, the other, they don't feel embarrassed to say that to them. In the same line of respect for one another, if one of us doesn't want to try that, we're both comfortable enough to say no. Which I think when I was younger, there was certain things that I tried that I wasn't ready for, I wasn't comfortable with, but I didn't feel in a place where I could say no. At no point am I saying, you know, oh, that sounds like I was forced into things. I gave consent, but I don't think I really wanted to try certain things. There we go. There was no real nastiness. But yeah, so, and I'm a strong believer in kind of that view that love makes sex better, and yeah, I know that sounds a bit soppy, but it does, in my opinion. For me, I definitely think an emotional connection with a person makes the love making better. So there's that view. So yeah, I kind of wish I waited for John, but on the same breath, I'm a true believer in everything that's happened to me in my life has made me the person who I am today. So, or that's the good and the bad things that happened in my past has made me who I am. So that's kind of why I don't 100% regret it. And the having sex, as I think I've already said, I was under the legal age I was under the legal age of consent when I had sex. It was with a boy that I thought I loved. I don't regret it because it was with a person that I thought I was in love with. I do regret it because it was bad sex, and that's not me being mean to him. I imagine I was really bad as well, because you don't know what to do and you just kind of lie there and it hurts, or my first time hurt, and it's kind of a proven thing that girls take longer to climax than boys, so you don't really get a lot out of it at that stage of your life. And that's all of the embarrassing things about me I'm going to share today. So I do think you need to not just think about the physical side of having sex, it's the emotional side, because again, I think it's more for girls than boys, but I don't want to stereotype it, because there are emotional chaps out there as well, where you know, your heart gets involved and you kind of, your moral dilemma, because, you know, I'm like, oh my god, am I a slag? Probably not. So you've got to be able to deal with the emotional side of things and go, oh my god, I love him and now he's going out with her. You know, just having a boyfriend at 14, 15 is emotionally stressful. So if you add sex into that as well, that's also really hard to deal with. Obviously, some people mature quicker than others, so you may be able to deal with it. But it's harsh. Getting your heart broken at any age is harsh, but when you're a teenager, I think it is so much worse, because life is so much worse because you've got all those hormones going on. So yeah, I don't think I personally was ready to have sex when I did. And without sounding patronising, I don't think many people under the age of 25 is emotionally ready for that. But yeah, it's something that you have got to be comfortable with. You have to be at one with yourself with it. As for the girls that are taking the mick out of you because you're a virgin, someone is always going to have a pop. Be it you're a slag or you're a virgin, there's always someone out there that's going to hate you and have a go at you, regardless of what your action is. So you just kind of brush it off. The other thing is that I think I need to mention is a lot of people lie about losing their virginity. A lot of people lie because they don't want to be called frigid. I think in my day, if you were a virgin, it was, oh god, she's so frigid, or oh, she's still got her V plates. How cringy. And people don't want to be tied in with that. So yeah, I've had loads of sex. Really? I don't know. And as for the girls that call the other girls slags, I could do a whole other video on that, because, you know, girls start bitching in the playground and it goes on for the rest of life. I've worked in offices and there's women as old as like in their 50s and they're still calling people slags. It's an unfortunate fact of life. And I could do a whole video on sisterhood, the sisterhood, but this isn't the video for it. As for the boy, walk away. If he said, I don't go out with ginger girls, or I don't go out with black girls, or I don't go out with Jewish girls, you'd be like, he's a douchebag. He should like me for who I am, not because of my colour of my hair or my skin or my face. So that's no different from saying, I don't go out with virgins. No, bye-bye. Don't. It's not worth your time. And there'll be more boys. Trust me. There's always another boy until you find the one. I think another thing I need to kind of touch on is contraception. I know there is a lot of mixed views on that. But premarital sex or underage sex, any sex, if you don't want a child, you know, you need to protect yourself. But I want to kind of state that a baby is not the worst thing that can come out of sex. Babies are blessings, and again, that's another topic for another video on what to do if you are pregnant and you don't want a baby. Obviously, there is adoption, there is abortion. That's another topic. What I'm getting at is a baby is not the worst thing that can happen. You know, there are infections or diseases, I don't know. Different places they call it different things, but sexually transmitted diseases, sexually transmitted infections are heinous. And not all of them are curable. I have a friend who had unprotected sex once when she was younger. She's now in her 30s, and they've pretty much stated that her infertility is caused by undiagnosed chlamydia. So it can have an effect on the rest of your life. And the pill doesn't protect you from that. All the pill protects you from is pregnancy, and that's not 100%. So you need to find yourself a condom, a femidom. Protect yourself, people. Obviously, just say no. You know, abstinence is the easiest way of not catching anything, but I don't know in today's society how realistic that is. So I've not really given an answer. I've not really told you what to do apart from to walk away from that boy. I just think you need to be emotionally ready to cope with any actions you take. If you are unsure, if you are emotionally ready to deal with having sex, then don't do it. That's kind of the view on my... Yeah, that's kind of it, really. I'm sorry that this is probably really badly edited because I've rambled and it's probably longer than what I wanted the video to be, but there's only so much that you can cut out. I think there's so many layers to this. I also kind of want to quickly say that if you choose to wait till marriage, I think that is an amazing thing, but it is your choice and you shouldn't push your choice onto other people. It's amazing if that's happened for you and that worked for you, but I don't think we need to take away someone else's choice to have sex, because not everybody wants to get married, and we're in a world where not everyone is legally allowed to get married to the type of person they love. So, you know, if they're not if a chap is in love with a chap and he isn't allowed to get married in your country, does that mean he can't have sex with him? As a whole other topic which I've kind of addressed previously when I spoke about gay marriage. But yes, I hope this helps you, Zara, and if anyone else is watching this video and it helps them, I'm glad. If you have further questions, feel free to message me, email me. If you have a question that you'd rather not be responded in a video but in person, I'm happy to do so. Yeah, if you have liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please be kind to each other in the comments. Don't hate on each other, which sometimes happens in this kind of video. And I will talk to you very soon. Bye, guys.